As all of you have committed a breach of faith, the Archbishop will now pass judgment.
Hey everyone, welcome back to SomeDudePlays Fire Emblem Three Houses Blue Lions. It's now on part 21, and this is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com here again. And so we're just going to start off directly after the chapter 4, the chapter 4 mission, Assault at the Rite of Rebirth. So, of course, this is kind of going to be a heavy cutscene episode.
Inciting a kingdom noble to rebel, unlawful entry, the attempted assassination of the Archbishop, an attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It is unnecessary to go on, followers of the Western Church.
What? We have nothing to do with the Western Church.
You have already been identified. Please spare us your second-rate theater.
Dishonoring a holy ceremony is worthy of death for a member of the Church. You are well past the hope of redemption. If you have any grace remaining, you will willingly offer your life as atonement for this crime.
Wow, she is really, really dark here. But I guess that is what happens quite a bit in this game. Like, I'm starting to realize there's a lot of darkness in the Church of Seiros.
No, this isn't what we were told would happen. We've been deceived.
It's no use arguing. Whatever your excuse, the punishment stands.
May your souls find peace as they return to the goddess.
Wait, please. The goddess would never forgive you for our execution.
Monster. We know you've already slaughtered many of our fellow brethren like this.
This concludes the investigation. Please remove these poor lost souls from my sight.
Yeah. Way things go.
There you have it. It seems the assassination attempt and the attack on the Holy Mausoleum were all the work of the Western Church. As for the masked knight who led the attack, I'm afraid his whereabouts are yet unknown.
It makes no sense that the Western Church would try such a thing.
It just goes to show that the Church of Seiros is not completely united. The Church is led by those here at Garreg Mach, and the Western Church doesn't have a strong voice on its governing council.
Even more disgruntled people who just want to get ahead in life.
I imagine the Western Church has harbored some resentment toward the Central Church for a while now.
Yeah, so I can ask the Western or Central. No support points for this one, so I'll just choose the Western, since we know about the Central Church because we are there.
Ah, that's right. Gerald did say that you grew up outside the influence of the Church. The Church of Seiros is split into a few branches across Fodlan, the largest being the Central Church, which is headquartered right here at Garreg Mach. The Western Church lies far to the west of Castle Gaspar, where Lord Lonato held his rebellion.
And here's kind of our first little closer range map. So we're at the Garreg Mach. Gaspard is where we fought Lonato. And then just past Ariahod is the Western Church.
It's situated on the far side of the kingdom's most impressive fortress, Arianrod.
Arianrod.
I imagine
Okay.
the Western Church's intention was to eliminate Lady Rhea and the Central Church's authority along with her.
So I really butchered that pronunciation at the start.
Naturally, the knights will be riding out to question the Western Church's top officials. Or rather, to punish them.
When they do, Your Highness, we will likely be asked to help carry out said punishment.
Indeed. Now, I don't mean to be rude, Professor, but I must say your situation is rather unusual. For someone to grow up in Fodlan and yet never have any contact with the Church of Seiros it's hard to believe.
I wonder why the Archbishop would hire someone like that as a professor.
Well, let's put it this way. There's a reason you've been kept far away from the church, and I'm pretty sure it will be revealed later on.
So, those people from the Western Church where... Lady Rhea had them killed, didn't she?
Well, of course she did. Going against the teachings of Seiros like that. Quite unforgivable.
Those who stray must be punished, I suppose. That said, Professor,
Yeah, they really don't like what just happened.
There you are, Professor. It seems Lady Rhea would like a word with you. Come with me.
And time for more stuff.
The Archbishop lives. Not that I had ever placed much faith in those swine from the Western Church.
I have news, both good and bad. The remains of Seros were not in a tomb. However, something else was. The Sword of the Creator.
Ah, the weapon wielded by that thief, the King of Liberation.
Thief? Huh. At any rate, it is now in the hands of the Academy's new professor. I doubt you will be surprised to hear that the Crest Stone had already been removed from the sword when it was found.
As expected. It would be foolish to keep both in the same location.
There's more. The professor was able to awaken the sword's true power.
Yeah, which is really interesting even though it's missing a part.
Even without the Crest Stone, the sword glowed red. The professor's crest is compatible. There is no mistaking it.
Absurd. Using a relic without its Crest Stone should be impossible. The King of Liberation's bloodline should not even...
They must be allowed to keep it, for now. I do not have enough information about the professor to act. As for your request, I assent. The Death Knight is at your command. Use him well.
Good. I believe I will enjoy this a great deal.
Oh great, we're going to have to face that dang Death Knight in a later chapter again.
I cannot thank you enough for defeating those invaders in the Holy Mausoleum, and especially for protecting the Sword of the Creator. That sword is one of the hero's relics, and the most precious artifact in the Church's possession. It is also a weapon of terrifying power. For now, I will entrust the sword to you. Please, use it wisely.
Because frankly, no one else can really even use the weapon.
Lady Rhea, wait. Do you truly mean to give the Sword of the Creator to this stranger? Surely it is not the sort of thing one hands over so readily, even to someone who has the ability to wield it. If someone like Nemesis were to appear again, all of Fodlan would be consumed by war.
Nemesis?
Nemesis, the King of Liberation. He is an ancient king of mankind who was defeated by Seros over 1,000 years ago. When Fodlan was attacked by wicked gods, it is said that the goddess gifted Nemesis with the Sword of the Creator. Nemesis used that sword to defeat the wicked gods, saving all of Fodlan. Henceforth, he was dubbed the King of Liberation.
And that was the one guy wielding the sword in the very first cutscene of the game.
However, his power began to corrupt him until he himself turned to the darkness. Saint Seros was forced to destroy him.
The thing is, from looking at that battle, Seros was very emotional and kind of unhinged there, where he, Nemesis, was just frankly calm and collected, basically.
Lady Rhea, I beg you to reconsider. Given a little more time, we could more accurately assess this stranger's abilities.
No. I have faith, Seteth. Faith that our friend here will not be corrupted by wickedness. Since the death of Nemesis, none have been able to wield the Sword of the Creator. Now, after all those long years of being sealed away, it has returned and found a new master.
I understand. As you wish, Lady Rhea. There you have it, Professor. See that you do not betray the trust the Archbishop has seen fit to bestow upon you.
Why should I?
The Sword of the Creator? The King of Liberation? Each tale is more confusing than the last. And I really can't read that Rhea at all.
That's kind of a bad thing.
That sword is clearly precious. So why is she so keen to gift the thing to you?
Yeah, I'm just going to go, it certainly is strange.
I feel as though we have become entangled in a mystery. And there is There's one more thing that has been plaguing me. The Sword of the Creator. It somehow feels distinct from other relics we have seen. Such as the one that... Oh goodness, what was her name?
She can't remember Catherine's name?
Yes, her! The Sword of the Creator is different from her Thunderbrand in one key way. It bears a hole, where something should have been, but is no more. I despise not knowing what is going on. It frightens me. And yet, I place my trust in you. I must.
Yeah, now we're just starting to get into the back, finding all the secrets in the game, and it'll only get worse from here.
Whatever comes to pass, please swear to cut a path that is your own.
Well, that's easy. Now we're on to chapter 5.
1. White clouds. Verdant rain moon. Tower of black winds. The ceaseless rains that satiate the verdant landscape of Fodlan are accompanied by fierce winds and mighty roars of thunder. This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fodlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
Okay, good. Now we're back. 4,000 gold.
I have a new mission for you, Professor. I would like for you to take your students into Kingdom territory to eliminate some thieves.
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, the Lands of Ruin. Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier.
Okay, so why was he disowned?
I believe it had something to do with his lack of a crest. Such happenings are fairly common within the kingdom.
So they don't really know.
The Crestless cannot unleash the goddess's power even if they possess a relic. Nonetheless, they are still capable of simply wielding those weapons.
The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seiros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church. So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
Yep.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear. However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder of that holy sword. Also, you should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. That is all.
Wow, 15 minutes of cutscenes.
So, we are to eradicate thieves in Kingdom territory. I'm sorry for dragging you into the Kingdom's petty squabbles. This should not be your burden to bear, but my own.
I'm happy to help.
Thank you, Professor. Hearing you say that puts my mind at ease.
Your Highness? Ah, it's been ages!
And now we get to meet Felix's badass of a dad.
It's been a long time. 2 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed, Your Highness. You've grown so much in those years, I hardly recognize you.
Who's this?
This is Rodrigue, an old friend of my father's. I believe I've mentioned him, if you recall. When my father died 4 years ago, he looked after me as though I were his own son.
Ha ha! You flatter me, Your Highness. It was my honor to care for such a fine young man. It's nice to finally meet you, Professor. My son, Felix, has mentioned you on occasion.
What brings you to the monastery, Rodrigue? Is it the thieves plaguing the kingdom?
I'm afraid so. This is not merely a problem for House Gautier, but for everyone. The thieves have set up their headquarters in Fraldaria's territory, and are mercilessly pillaging the villagers of that area. You have our full support in stopping those dastards. I thank you for your help, both of you.
I really like how Fire Emblem got around swearing with that word.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the Sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered. I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments.
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting how he explains things here.
After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. The crest of flames. That is what you possess.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to turn out to be the game's Fire Emblem.
Your ability to wield the Sword of the Creator has unequivocally proven my hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial, and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
Yep. You know what? We'll do a tea party for her. Okay, and sadly we only have mint leaves.
Thank you for your invitation. To what do I owe this surprise?
Yep.
What a lovely smell. I like this tea very much.
Okay, so offer some tea.
It's good.
Okay, now talk. Okay, let's go number 1. Good, got it. Yeah, so every time I'm kind of going to jump back and forth just to pause a bit so I can pick the right thing to get the max. I'm kind of looking at a guide to the side here because there's just so many options to choose from. So yeah, so Courtyard Couple. Got it. Oh. And now for the last one before we do the final conversation. Well, that was easy. It's just number 1. And we have a perfect once I fail or make the last one.
Terrible of a woman. So I'm a little unkempt. What of it?
Okay. Now, disagree.
That's right.
And we got a perfect, so we should get a charm up. So that is really good there. So let's give her an owl feather because I don't have anything else she'll really like.
Professor, this makes me very happy.
And observe.
What do you think?
Yeah.
That's right. Your gaze is sensuous. I don't hate it.
Hey.
It's good.
Yeah, so it's kind of an interesting thing. You can move around the camera. So we'll end that there. And tea party is done.
Thanks for the treat. Come by the infirmary anytime you need anything. I'll be waiting, Professor.
And she still hits on you. Yeah. Oh, that was good there. Oh, sea support with her, so yeah, we'll see this.
Oh, settle down and stop with the knocking. I'll be there in 2 shakes.
You were sleeping?
Oh, dear. Professor? Is that you? Just a moment. Oh, what should I do? I can't open the door in this state.
Yep. That's awesome there.
Manuela, you simply must quit oversleeping. Hold on. Where are my clothes? I can't even find my... Where in blazes is my underwear?
Oh no, this is a good one.
Oh, what is my dressing robe belt caught on? I can't tie this properly. It's not even covering... Oh, Manuela. This will have to do.
Really bad timing, and she has no time to clean up. Okay, what broke?
I'm fine. Just hold on a moment. Hello. Sorry to have kept you waiting. So, what do you want?
That took a while.
Excuse me? You had a reason for coming here, I assume. I've put a lot of time and effort into making it possible to talk with you, you know.
Sorry.
No, you've done nothing wrong. Let's just say I'm not having a good day. Actually, I didn't have a good night.
Really? Like we didn't see.
Never mind. What did you want, anyway?
I have a message from a knight.
You heard from him? The fellow from last night? Huh. What did he have to say?
He said, we will never go out together again. Ooh, now that is a really big shutdown for Manuela there.
Yeah, figures. Kind of saw it coming, actually. That's why I came back to my room and went to bed. To get over it. Thank you for checking in on me. Was that all you wanted?
Yeah, so she really has a bad luck with dating.
Well then, good night.
Sleep well. Yeah, another sea support. Okay, now certifications. Byleth can do one. I'm really debating about switching him for thief for a bit or not, but we'll see how things go. Ashe, we definitely want him to learn Archer. Nope. Because I want him to become a bow knight because he's really overpowered in that class, so. Annette. Time to go to mage.
It's all thanks to hard work.
Nope. And then, yes, I have enough to get Mercedes into the priest class.
I'm so glad
Yeah. And we'll leave it there. We just wanted to get him certified, so Felix, Dimitri, Dedue, Ingrid, and Sylvain need to level up next. So we're just going to go straight into exploration. We need to do it this chapter. And so if this is right behind us.
A stone? A stone. I do not understand. Yet, as I think of it, the pounding in my chest grows faster still. But is that me? Or is it you?
That is certainly a question to ask and answer. Okay, so this month we have to do our main quest with Geralt, tend to the Saints, forge the way for the blacksmith. So now we can finally forge weapons and repair them. Clearing the way is a mission that you really want to do because it opens up some more shops. Training, you can do it any time, and herbal remedies is for a couple of characters. So now, first thing, good. Dedue's room here has a book, a highly accessible illustrated guide to different types of crops, optimum growing conditions, and crop-specific cooking methods. Even the greenest of green thumbs should be able to follow along. Yes, I wanted to get to C+. Yep. And now we can do adjutants. And more monthly funds, master classes, and cooking together. So once you reach Professor level C, you can assign an adjutant to follow a unit into battle. The number of adjutants you can assign per battle increases with your Professor level. Depending on class, adjutants can provide one of three types of aid. Follow-up, occasionally adds a follow-up attack in combat. Guard defends against and reduces damage from follow-up attacks, and heal occasionally heals the host unit at the start of a turn. And then they're more effective at higher support levels. They get experience in battle, but do not lose weapon durability and do not die if the host unit is defeated. So I just need to get to C+, because that's when you get a second activity. No, I don't want Ashe. Not Ignat's. Not Raphael's. And there's no one right there. So I need to go down one. Linhardt's. Yes, this is the one I wanted. So this advanced text explains the ecology and origins of freshwater fish. It delves into the many different schools of thought surrounding the subject without being inaccessible for the ichthyology layman, if you feel smarter just looking at it. There we go. So, with that, I have a bunch more supports to do. So, what'll happen is I'll end this video here. And when we come back, we'll do some exploration, and maybe I'll just do another entire support video. So this is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com saying please leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for notifications, comment. I'd like to hear your feedback. And other than that, visit SomeDudePlays.com. So I will see you all later.